Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's Familia Ban in Korea again. So today we will be covering C31 Korean visa requirements for minor child of Filipino spouse born before marriage. So this is only applicable for minor child of Filipino spouse who is not biological child of Korean. So just an FYI guys, marami kasing categories ng C31 which is tourist visa, and we will cover everything today. So I got a lot of questions from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, even dito sa YouTube kung paano ko ba daw nadala yung mga kids ko na hindi naman sila alak ng Korean husband ko. So I get questions every now and then. And so I decided to make a video out of it. Okay, so let's get started. So today we will be covering what is C31 visa requirements, extra requirements we prepared, and of course the tips. So I can share this. I'm using Canva right now, so I can share this presentation to you. And when you actually click this one, the visa requirements, it will route you to the link that the embassy sent me. So before applying C31 visa, guys, I actually emailed embassy what's the best visa for our kids kasi nga we were confused kung ano ba talaga, 'di ba? So meron kasing maraming options sa website, and if if mababasa mo siya, understandable naman, but we really made sure na yun yung pinaka visa na need namin i-apply. So they actually told us to apply a C31 visa. And dito na kami nagpalit sa Korea ng F1-52 kasi hindi sila nag-process sa Philippines. Okay? So, what is a C3 visa? So, this is a short-term visit visa for Korea, often used for family visits or short stays, usually valid for 90 days. And this is the visa we applied for so my kids could enter Korea. Because again, this is what the embassy told us. They could not process the F1-52 visa in the Philippines. So, actually, we thought F2 yung a-applyan namin, pero they corrected us na mag-apply lang sila ng tourist visa, which is C3 visa. So, I actually applied for a tourist visa before coming dito sa Korea, pero hindi pa kami kasal nun. So, na-approve naman ako under tourist visa. So, ano lang, less than 60 days. Hindi na ako nag 90 days. Okay. Now, ito yung requirements na na-screenshot ko dun sa link sa overview. So, pag ni-click nyo yun, ito lang yun yung lalabas. Okay, now let's get into it. So, visa requirements again for minor child of Filipino spouse born before marriage, C31. Okay, number one is the application form. You can download this form dun sa mismong website ng MOFA. Okay, so I will include the link also in the description box para diretso na lang kayo pupunta doon. Second, one piece of passport size and colored picture. So guys, pag magpapa-picture kayo, let them know na for Korean visa siya. Because iba-iba kasi yung sizes ng Japan visa or iba't iba pang mga visa na ina-applyan natin. So sa Korean visa, iba din yung required na hanap nila sa photo. So make sure white yung background, and then basta alam nila yun kung magpapa-photo kayo. Let them know na for Korean visa siya. Okay, so 3, original passport ng kids niyo, of course. 4, photocopy of passport bio page. So yung pinaka-bio page, guys, na merong mukha nila at yung details. So yung photocopy niyo. 5, original PSA birth certificate. 6, school certificate, original, and copy of school ID. So, actually, school certificate, guys, hindi na kami naghingi nito. Yung kinuha lang namin is yung school ID. Wait, sorry. Since wala silang school ID pala, kasi public school sila, at ang hirap magbigay ng school ID, nanghingi kami ng school certificate from the principal. So, binigay naman nila yung school certificate ng dalawa. Madali lang yan, guys. Mga within a day, makukuha mo lang yan siya. Okay, original or copy of Korean parent certificate of Korean family registry. detailed, valid for 3 months. So ito guys, before kayo mag-apply ng visa sa Korea, at kahit sa F6, is of course, ipaparegister nyo muna yung marriage nyo dito sa Korea. So, in our case, andito si husband nun, and then siya na yung nag-register dito sa Korea. And after, I think 3 days, ay nag-appear na yung name ko under sa family registry niya. So, bale, nakita na ako doon na ako yung wife niya. And you need it kasi ipapasa mo din siya dito sa requirements. So, it needs doon sa F6 and then needed din yun sa C3 para sa minor child mo. Okay, original copy of parents' PSA marriage certificate. Alam niyo yan. Original copy of parents' certificate of Korean marriage history. So, merong family registry at meron ding marriage history, guys. So, once na-register na yung marriage niyo sa Korea, madali lang to. Online, nakukuha lang nila yan online. So, don't worry about it. Photocopy of bio page of parents' passport. So, my passport and yung sa Korean husband ko na passport. Additional documents if parent or living in the Philippines, photocopy of Koreans, Philippine visa and ARC card. So, if andun yung husband siguro mo sa Korea, then you need to have a photocopy of the ARC card. Original employment certificate if parents are working in the Philippines. Copy of the mayor's permit if parents have this. Okay, so depende na sa inyo guys. If meron kayong business dito, then you can get a copy of DTI, diba, or mayor's permit. And in my case naman, I submitted a COE then, which I will discuss in the next slide. Okay, and if parents is a natural citizen, copy of parents, so wala na dito guys. So, yun lang. And visa fee below 59 days stay in Korea, gratis, so walang babayaran. And more than 60 days stay in Korea is 2,000. So, nagbayad kami ng 2,000 pesos each kid. So, dalawa yung kids, of course, 4,000. All right, next. Okay, now let's talk about the extra requirements we prepared. So, number one, photocopy of inviter's passport or identification card sa dad side, so sa husband ko na side. So, although meron ng bio page ng kanyang Korean passport, diba? Nag-secure pa din kami ng other IDs niya such as driver license dito sa Korea. Number two, original employment certificate. So, sa aking end, since may work naman ako, I provided a COE. And bank certificate din sa aking end. I also provided that just in case. Number four, invitation letter. Wala siya sa pinaka-main na yung binigay na link ng embassy. Pero nag-secure kami ng invitation letter from relevant company, organization, family, stating period and purpose of visit. So, invitation letter from my husband. So, invitation letter from family. Okay, and then na-state yun kung ilang purpose of visit, etc. And also guarantee letter from my husband as well. So, meron itong mga downloadable forms andun sa MOFA na website. So, let me know lang in the comments if you can see and then I can send you the link. Okay, but these are the extra requirements that we prepared. All right, okay. Now, let's talk about the application process. Okay, so we have 6. Number 1, prepare documents. Okay, guys, pinaka-important to. You need to prepare documents and they must be complete. So, even before thinking of booking an appointment, going to the embassy, save your time, guys, and make sure na complete yung documents nyo. So, and also you can make a checklist, be organized, put it in a folder, and double check talaga na kompleto yung documents nyo. Okay, especially sa akin yan, malayo yung KVAC sa amin. At if malayo yung KVAC sa inyo guys, ayaw nyo lang pabalik-balik and you cannot let someone submit it on your behalf. Dapat ikaw talaga pumunta dun sa KVAC para mag-submit ng documents mo. Okay, number 2, book an appointment. Sorry. I only booked one appointment, F6, and submitted C3 together. So, sa mga nagtatanong if nag-submit ba kami together, yes po. And then, yung nabook ko lang is yung F6 kasi magkaiba yung booking link ng C3 at saka yung F6. F6. Tapos yung F6, mas marami silang slots compared sa C3. And dun kami sa KVAC Cebu nag-apply. And I'm not sure sa Manila, I think pwede kayong mag-apply, like parang walk-in. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, number three, of course, submit your application. So be there at least 30 minutes. Be early, guys. Wag na magpa tumpik-tumpik pa. Okay. So, pagpasok mo naman, may guard, tapos tatanungin, tapos um, ano, know what you're doing here. And also, bibigyan ka nila ng priority number. All right. So, number four, pay your visa fee after na, okay, done na to, kompleto na yung visa or completed na yung documents. And I heard a lot of people messaging me no na pinabalik-balik daw sila sa embassy. Well, that's because hindi complete yung documents. That's why I always mention na be organized, make sure na meron kang checklist na done ka na lahat before going to the embassy. Kasi nga, masasayang lang yung time nyo. Hindi nila ina-accept if hindi complete yung document. Alright, but if all good naman, then you have to pay the visa fee. And then in our case, we paid via cash. So magdala kayo ng cash, guys. Walang card dun. Sa Cebu ha, sa Cebu. Hindi ko alam sa Manila. Okay, number five, wait for processing. So around 2 to 3 weeks for C31 visa. So since F6 and C3, nagpasa kami together, actually mas madali yung sa kanila. Lumabas sa kanila na approved na. Approve niya yung sa kanilang dalawa and sa akin, I don't know pa. Parang kinakabahan ako. Parang okay, parang ma-approve pa sila kaysa sa akin. Yun yung thinking ko while waiting for my visa to get approved. All right, and number six, receive your visa. And you have to get the visa yourself. At may ibibigay sila na slip sa iyo guys. Make sure you bring that. Kasi yun yung gagamitan nyo to get your visa. All right, so that's it. Very easy. Now, here are my tips naman. So, double check names on documents. Guys, meron pa lang nagtanong sa akin if handwritten ba or computerized. Handwritten po lahat yung ginawa namin. And black pen. So, double check talaga. Baka magka-issue pa kayo. Prepare extra copies. Kung yung PSA, yung mga passport, damihan nyo na yung photocopies nyo guys. Hindi nyo alam kung magtatanong pa sila ng extra copies, 'di ba? Kasi doon I can remember doon kami sa KVAC, naghingi sila ng extra copy ng Philippine ID ko, guys. Ang layo pa naman ng photocopy shop. Lakad pa talaga kami doon. All right, apply early and follow embassy guidelines, guys. Make sure na mag-check kayo sa kanilang website time to time, baka kasi mag-iba. All right, and the fifth one talaga is organize your documents and make sure everything is complete. All right, now for the common questions I received. Did you apply together with the kids? Yes. Do kids need their own visa? Yes po. Hindi ka pwedeng magdala ng bata sa Korea without visa. They also need their own visa. Do they need birth certificate? Yes na yes. PSA. Did you need an invitation letter? Yes. Para sa dalawang bata, isa-isa talaga yung ginawa ng husband ko. And how long did it take? It took about 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not sure now ano yung process because that was really last year. Yan pala yung husband ko, guys. He's working. Okay. All right, so hope this helps other parents applying for C31 visa for their kids. Thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, comment down below. I do reply to comments, although minsan, of course, busy din. Hindi naman to yung primary work ko. No? I'm just really helping out people out there asking me questions because I know the struggle. It's hard to look for resources online. Diba? So, and if I think a lot of people have been following us already on social media, that's why they found our YouTube, sorry, YouTube account. All right, but if you haven't followed us on social media yet, shameless plug, we have our Instagram, it's just Familia by Korea, and Facebook, and also TikTok. So we do updates there every now and then, and also we get a lot of messages there as well. So thank you so much again, guys, for watching, and see you in my next vlog.